Hi everyone, I'm Phil from Phil's Train Layout. Today I think I'm just going to do just a little bit of scenery work. I just want to start working in the back corner back there just to try to fill in the blanks, get some of the detail done that's in the far back corner and slowly start working my way forward. Um, I've kind of let this one slide a little bit. I kept working from the front to the back, so I think maybe I should probably get a little bit of stuff done in the back corner and then work my way forward. So I'm just going to do a little bit of detail work, just do a little bit of scenery. I'm just going to build it up a little bit with some foam. Some of these things here. So I'm just going to use this extruded foam. Just cut them to the right angles, fit a few things in place, and then I might try out, if I can remember where I put it, should be over there I think, my foam cutter. I did get that one. It's got a fancy little single cutting tool on it. It's got the corded cutting tool on it. Yeah, so I'm going to have to locate that. If I put it somewhere where I wouldn't lose it, guess what? I lost it. So it is here somewhere. Let me find that. We'll come back and we'll do a little bit of work here. Hi everybody, I'm back. So I found it. This is the hot wire cutter that I have. It's actually 3 pieces. This one here. This is just the single blade. It's for cutting holes and everything else. Got the wire cutter, and this one here, which is more for like soldering and stuff like that. It's got, looks like a soldering tip on it. I won't be using a whole lot of that one, but this cutter here, I kind of like that for cutting holes and tunnels and whatever. I think that's going to come in big handy. So I'm going to get to work here. I've got a few pieces of extruded foam here that I was laying out in place. So what I think I'm going to do is fix my lighting issue. I think I'm going to do that first. Okay, so now that I don't have my camera working, hold on. There we go. Now that I have the light working on my new phone for taking videos, now we can illuminate this a little bit more. So what I am thinking in here is I'm going to fill in some of these little gaps here with a little bit of hills. Sorry, just like I did over here in this area here. What I want to do is I want to take just put just little hills, probably not as exaggerated as those, but I want to take this area here, just add a little bit of dimension, a little bit of hill, just try to break this up a little bit, you know, maybe put a little one right in there, maybe just at the end of that one, going into the train station there, maybe just a little one back there that blends into a parking lot that's going to be in there, because there's supposed to be an entranceway there between these 2 mini plazas, just like that. So people drive in, park their cars here. So I will start cutting out a little bit of foam. I'll set some stuff in place, and then then we'll show what we're going to do and try to get some of this scenery put together. And then while I'm doing that, decide what I want to do with that corner. Okay, so I've gathered everything up. I have all my little bits and pieces of extruded foam, my knife, I have my marker there, so that way I only have to climb up on this thing limited amount of times to try to get to that back corner. So I think in that back corner, I think I might just put a pond in there and then surround it with some trees. So I do make my own trees as well. I'll show you that in a later video on how I do those. I did buy a bunch of trees as well, you know, from various websites, whatever, but I do actually make a lot of trees. So I'm going to climb up here. I'm going to remove that weight that's been sitting in that corner for probably a good number of months. And I'm going to start cutting out some foam, get it set in place, and then I'll come back and I'll show you where they're going to be situated and give you kind of an idea of how it's going to look. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've done now is I've got all of these pieces all cut out into their basic shapes. So now I'm just going to glue them all down, wait for the glue to dry, and then I can start cutting them down so that they're not, they don't stand right out. You know, trim them down, make them look a little smoother, and then put some molding material on there. Maybe I'll use some DAS modeling clay or maybe even some drywall compound or whatever, just to smooth the edges out, blend them into the terrain. I'll use my hot wire cutter to you know, cut them down and shape them a little bit. But at least now, you know, it doesn't look like completely flat terrain, and we got a little bit of shape in this corner. Okay, so this part here is pretty simple the way I do it. This is the piece that's going to go in that spot right there. So I just use white glue because it keeps pliable and it doesn't dry out completely. So I just put, you know, a good helping of white glue on there. And then, if I can figure out what I did with my little spreader. Oh, this will have to do for now. So you just give it a quick spread around if it wants to stay in place for you. So just give it a quick spread, and then you grab it, you set it in place of where you want it to be. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle just to work some of that glue. And then you grab one of your weights that you put way over here. Then you just set a weight on top of it. I usually wait, you know, a couple days just to make sure that it's fully dried, and then that way, you know, when you take the weight off, you're not going to get any curled edges or anything. So I'll just finish off these last couple. get them all weighted down, and then I'll show you what it looks like, you know, with all the weights on it and everything. And then a little bit of beginning painting that I did on the town scene. Hi everybody, I'm back. So I have everything here glued in place now. I've got all the weights on sitting on top there. So I'm not going to ask you to sit around and wait for the glue to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you just a quick look at a couple little things that I did today while I was playing around with those basic hills, and then we'll conclude the video for today, and then we'll pick up where we left off in the next video, and I'll crack out Mr. Cutting Tool there, you know, and then we'll get some of these things all trimmed down and get them blended in so that they actually look like part of the scenery and not just blobs sticking out of the ground like little eyesores. So in addition to the train station there, I did a basic mark out of where I want the parking lot to go. This might not be the permanent draft, but you know, it's pretty much where my thoughts are on where I want it to be. You know, same thing with the mini plaza. You know, it's approximately there, and then I'll 3D print some sidewalks to go around. You know, grass this up. Maybe I'll put some benches in here. You know, 3D print off some of my benches, and then maybe I'll put just a little fountain in here, just something interesting to catch everybody's eye, you know. And then I'll finish off the flooring to my 3D arcade, you know. And I got that 2000 arcade 3D printed so that it sticks out. Thought that was a neat little touch. And then I've got the angled parking lot, you know, so that you can go into the couple stores there, stop in, play some video games before you get onto the train to go to work. And then I put the basic road going through the town. You know, some of the other buildings that I have 3D printed. Figure I'll make that a parking spot, and I might move these buildings down a little bit, or you know, put this one down here on the corner, and I just might put a little one-car shop garage, you know, coming up off the road parking lot so that you could work on the vehicles. This spot over here, I might just put maybe like a little side park. I might have maybe a caboose sitting here as, you know, part of a display for the little park. Maybe like an information center or something like that, you know, just to catch everybody's interest driving through town, and sit in the park, and then go do some shopping at the warehouse, because I don't seem to have a grocery store in this town except for the convenience store. But you know, you have to go all the way to the other end of the world over there to do some shopping, because the grocery store is in the other town on the other side of the layout. You know, and then they can stop in here, they can pick up their goods. You know, they can do some shipping in the shipping company there. And, you know, come back down here, get a haircut, have something to eat, play some more video games, go back to work. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, I have fun making them. It's kind of enjoyable. showing and sharing everything that I've done the way I've done it, and you know, a few of the tips and tricks that I've learned from watching other people's videos. So I'm gonna sign off from here. Everybody stay safe. Click that subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon so you can see any of my future videos. Take care, everybody. I would like to announce I do have Phil's Train Layout store. What I do there is all the items that I've been 3D printing. I'm posting them online at Phil's Train Layout store. It's a Facebook account, and you know, I'll be selling those things online just to try to give everybody some options on different things that I have available. You know, I do everything from shipping crates to the park benches. You know, I print off buildings, you know, just like the mini plaza here. That's one of my designs. And this building right here, this one here is another one of my designs that I've printed off and put together. You know, I have those in little kits, single items. I'll put the link in the description below, and you can check it out if you like.